Good evening, everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Philadelphia. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Nets. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Jalen Johnson is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Derek White. And it's Butler in at the shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, Cunningham is out there with Garland. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Moody. And it's Adebayo in at center, locking down the middle. And these teams have had different stories so far in the NBA Cup. Greg, one is undefeated, the other is under 500 in these games.
Yeah, so that 3-0 team has major motivation, right? They want to keep the momentum going, but don't sleep on their opponent. They want to win to register some positive momentum and also focus on the regular season.
Now Cunningham. After Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. And the dunk by Stewart.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Johnson finds Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
And the first one at the line is good. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild. Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
Here's Adebayo. And a miss there off the inbound. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. White with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Count that one from Mobley.
That's an excellent decision. Playing in the pick and roll, just understanding where the windows are, delivers it right in the pocket.
Butler against Cunningham. And Garland has it in the corner. Pass to Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Mobley.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw good, Adebayo. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now, here's Kennard. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. White, good.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Garland, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Cunningham. And Butler sends it back. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Adebayo against Mobley. Cunningham right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Butler.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Johnson, the pass to Butler. And Cunningham with the block. And let's now take a look at the NBA Cup standings as the group stage winds down.
And it gives us a pretty good idea of who we're going to see in the knockout phase. It's been a terrific competition so far, and I think it's only going to get better when we get into that single elimination scenario.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, "My guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape." Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Oh, strong finish there from Johnson. Didn't let the contact throw him off.
Mobley against Adebayo. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Philadelphia leading by 4. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Stewart kicks to Cunningham. Over Butler. Cunningham's shot is off.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Butler in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 6. Moody the pass to Garland. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Kennard. Here's Cunningham. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Now here's White. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Houston's checked in. White against Garland. Mobley. Shoots from the right block. It's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
On the inbound, and Mobley throws it down. Now Garland, 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Houston, and stolen by Mobley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Boy, Evan Mobley getting more and more capable as an offensive player. Draws the contact nicely right there.
First free throw is good. We'll take a look at the Nets. This is probably their last game in the NBA Cup. They have a 1-2 record in the group stage.
And even with a win, I don't think they'll advance. So tonight is all about the regular season for these home fans.
And as for the 76ers, they have steamrolled through the NBA Cup so far with 3 straight wins to start the competition.
And with this being their last game of the group stage,
they want to keep it rolling, right? Going into the knockout phase, undefeated gives a team a lot of motivation to take home the trophy.
And here's Adebayo. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Just 4 to shoot. Cunningham for 3.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Now here's Butler. His last outing with 20 points. Mobley inside. He's guarded by Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing here by 8. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebound or the lack thereof, a lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions, and getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Outside, White. Jacks up a 3. Houston with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Adebayo. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Eubanks, he's checked in for Adebayo. And then for Philadelphia, Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Alex Caruso comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Ellison for Derek White. Nets on defense. 4-point game. Pass the buck. It's stolen by Cunningham. And stolen by Mobley. To the paint. And Watson slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Eubanks with it, covered by Mobley. Garland, no good. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
That free throw good from Butler. And Doris, the rhythm of the season beginning to set in. Teams are starting to establish their identity.
They're also starting to understand, all right, these are our rotations. The players are now establishing their roles. You are definitely starting to see teams not only hone into their approach, but refine their approach.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Boy, at his best, Jimmy Butler is a versatile scorer inside and outside. But what I will most remember him for, his competitive toughness.
Now, here's Garland. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Houston gets it to go.
We have seen from Darius Garland, he has a real talent for making his teammates look good. Pretty pass there.
Pass to Mobley. The rebound by the Nets. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
The 76ers leading by 6. From deep, Ellis. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stewart kicks to Russell. They set the screen. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Caruso, the pass to Ellis. Mobley sets the pick for Ellis. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
Nets trail by 7. Pass to Juzang. Now, here's Adebayo. Shakes him. Good D by Mobley. Philadelphia's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Caruso finds Butler. Kicks it out to Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Adebayo the screen. Russell from long range. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Boy, Mobley read that the entire way. His defensive instincts are so good.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Terry's checked in for Brooklyn. "24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Russell against Caruso. Kicks it out to Terry. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Butler from outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Adebayo. Terry is out there with Russell. Then there's Newell, and it's Houston in at the 3 side. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Jackson Davis with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. Caruso shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, that's a little bit of physicality, and Caruso does a nice job holding his own.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
That one is off. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
Alex Caruso, to me, one of those guys who's a plug-and-play no matter what system you put him in. Work ethic, IQ, unselfish defense, willing to mix it up and be competitive everywhere on the floor.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
You know, Doris, we know how good D'Angelo Russell is now, but how about having to play his high school team?
No kidding, Kevin. Let's just talk about the fact that he and future MVP at that time, Joel Embiid, were on the same team in high school. How would you game plan for 2 NBA players if you're another high school team? Stop it. What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his commitment to work. Though he's played for a couple of teams, this guy brings it every day.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Moody's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Russell against Caruso. 5 on the clock. Russell passes to Moody. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Ellis. He has 6. Pass to Caruso. Now Jackson Davis. He's guarded by Adebayo. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Caruso following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Terry. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for the Nets. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Nets, Eubanks comes in for Newell. And it's Jonas in for Terry. Jalen Johnson's checked in for Philadelphia. White comes in for Keon Ellis. Brooklyn on defense. And Marshall kicks to White. Jackson Davis in the corner. Back to White. 5 to shoot. Over Russell. White. Good. White's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's the intelligence that Derek White plays with. This guy in pick and roll action always seems to make the right decision.
Russell is screen on White. Back to Russell. That's tipped. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Marshall. From past the arc. Cans it from downtown. Now it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
There's Russell with the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Caruso. And here is Marshall. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Back to Russell. Misses off the left iron. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Ahead. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kasparis Jonas.
Well, Caruso, a guy who understands how to draw these fouls. This guy's so savvy.
The first free throw is good. Garland is checked in for Jonas. And so Caruso nails both of them. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. The 76ers #1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Nets trail by 11. Russell with it. 20 points for him last game against New York. Garland finds Adebayo. Looking to end the run. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Eubanks with it. Jackson Davis defending. Russell dishes to Garland. Pass to Eubanks. Just 5 to shoot. Not as good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 11 points, and the basket from Russell.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
No coverage that time. White's got 7 points in the game.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
Oh, great fake by Adebayo. Such a high IQ player.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the 4 without question.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Smith checked in for the Nets. Cunningham comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And then for Philadelphia, Evan Mobley's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Luke Kennard comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Alex Caruso.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 11. Pass to Adebayo. Latrey. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-6 run. White, good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now, here's Garland. Nothing on the board. Adebayo with a screen for Cunningham. Back to Adebayo. Mobley the pass to Butler. Pass to Kennard. Back to Butler. Unloads from 13. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Nets trail by 13. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Johnson kicks to White. Over Garland. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Eubanks, he's checked in for the Nets. Newell comes in for Bam Adebayo. Eubanks, the pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Newell. And taken away by Johnson. Holds it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
The unspoken communication on the alley-oop, and Evan Mobley making his teammate look good.
Garland looking it over. In the corner, Moody with it. Cunningham right side. Gets that one to drop, bumping him up to 3 for 10.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Here's Butler. And Cunningham with the block. And they'll keep possession. Second shot opportunity. Butler, no good.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
The 3 from Garland. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. Johnson outside. Back to White. Launches it. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
White against Garland. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers leading by 15. Here's Butler. He's always able to provide big production, averaging 22 points a game.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And a wide-open look for Cunningham. Offline with his 3.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Here's Mobley, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cunningham inside, defended by Butler, and the shot is good. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Back to Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Garland finds Cunningham. Here's the screen. Here's Newell, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, nice vision by Cunningham. Pretty much a 6'6" point guard. Cade is a really good passer.
Watch the screen. Floats it up there for Mobley. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Newell. Here's Cunningham, defended by Butler. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You've got to do a better job of just taking care of the basketball. 4 points off of those turnovers.
The 76ers leading by 13. Butler feeling out a bit. He can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Derek White has been on display for the Philadelphia 76ers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
Fellas, what do you say we take a look now at the power rankings?
When I look at Brooklyn, they're in a free fall, sliding down these rankings. But the good news is time is still on their side.
Yep, plenty of games left for them to turn things around. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Derek White has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Butler out there with White. Then it's Evan Mobley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Johnson in at the 4.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now you can see Jimmy Butler moving without the basketball, getting into his shot window, and that's a nice catch and shoot.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Now Butler. Following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Johnson sends the screen for White. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Cunningham against Butler, and Garland has it in the corner. Pass to Stewart. Clock at 6. He is looking for Mobley and finds him. Johnson kicks to White. Mobley outside. Here's Kennard. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Stewart. Cunningham outside. Pass to Moody. From the high post. Doesn't go that time. The 76ers leading by 17. Out to White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Now, here's Stewart. And again, it's the Nets missing.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made 1 of your first 4 shots.
Butler finds Mobley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
If you're going to roll as the screen setter, as Evan Mobley does there, you got to be able to catch and finish, and he does just that.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Evan Mobley. Averaging 25 points per, 15 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 8. And Garland has it in the corner. Here's Adebayo. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the 76ers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Cunningham drives in. And yes, it's good. Cunningham's got 10.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Nets trail by 15. Cunningham dishes it to Garland. Back to Cunningham. Right side, Adebayo. On the wing, Johnson. And he lays it straight in. 10 points for him. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the 76ers?
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
To the middle, here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. The past month has been surreal, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Nets trail by 16. Adebayo with a screen on Butler. Down low. Adebayo down low. Mobley's there. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 20. Now Butler. 8 points for him. Outside White. From deep. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Garland the pass to Adebayo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And how about we check the numbers for Bam Adebayo?
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The 76ers leading by 16. Outside White. And here is Mobley. 12 points for him. Pass to Butler. A 3-ball. The 76ers another 3.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Garland finds Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Stewart. He's guarded by Johnson. Cunningham's shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Butler. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Butler's got 13.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
Cunningham outside. Adebayo with a screen for Cunningham. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
In the corner, it's Mobley. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Garland the pass to Adebayo. Bucket is good. Adebayo's got 11 in the second half.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Nets making a change here. Houston's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Marshall, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Alex Caruso in for Butler. White looking around. Mobley, a screen on Garland. Offensive rebound. Johnson outside. Mobley, a screen on Garland. Shot clock at 5. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Here's Adebayo. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Stewart passes to Garland. Cunningham on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Shot left block. Nice jump shot. Good. Cunningham's got 4 points this quarter.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside, White. Drains it from beyond the arc. White's got 23.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
The 3 from Garland. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Nets trail by 18. Stewart passes to Garland. Outside, Adebayo. Johnson against Cunningham. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's got 14 points for the game.
And sometimes you forget Cunningham's height, but boy, he puts it to use down low.
Here's Mobley. Good on the triple. And the 76ers lead by 19.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I don't know if he's just forcing things, but after one miscue in the first half, he's been a mistake waiting to happen since.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Eubanks comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Russell in for Garland. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Watson's checked in. Now here's Watson.
Watch the pick.
From the arc. And it's White missing. Nets trailed by 19. Cunningham outside. It's deflected. They set the pick. Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a quick check of the stats for White. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Free throw good, Russell. Terry's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers also with a sub. Ellis is checked in for Derek White. And so Russell hits them both. 1:42 left to play in the third. Caruso with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Ellis outside. Back to Caruso. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Caruso's got 6 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 7, and he drives in. Houston passes to Terry. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Marshall. 43 seconds left in the third. Back to Mobley. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Well, Mobley very effective when he gets very good position on the interior.
Russell kicks to Terry. Russell sets a screen for Terry. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Mobley. No good on the fadeaway.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Moody, D'Angelo Russell out there with Garland. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Newell in at the 4-man position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Watson's shot is off. Nets trail by 20. Pass to Russell.
Watch the screen.
This one for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Kennard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson Davis finds Kennard. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Ellis dishes to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
Russell against Ellis from downtown. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wants to get it to Watson and does. And Watson slams it in.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Eubanks got 4 this quarter.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Butler. And it's Russell with the rebound.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Eubanks. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Butler on the wing. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
To the inside, Kennard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, an excellent free throw shooter. Luke Kennard is not the guy you want to send to the line.
And he makes the first.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
Both free throws good from Kennard.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40% from deep.
Here's Moody. Pass to Houston. And the Nets miss again. Here's Butler. And here's Kennard. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Stewart's checked in for Smith. Garland against Butler. Stewart with the screen on Butler. The 3 from Garland. Not going to go that time. Philadelphia has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Butler against Garland. Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The steal. Pass to Watson. Inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Watson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Stewart. Now here is Russell. He's guarded by Ellis. Pass to Houston. Just 5 to shoot. Russell fires away from way outside. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Kennard, the pass to Ellis. Now Butler, guarded by Garland. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Goes back up. Here's Butler. And at last, they get one to fall.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here's Stewart. Jackson Davis defending. And Stewart gets it to go.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Now Butler. Pass to Kennard. Now, here's Watson. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Darius Garland picks one up.
Boy, I love to watch Jimmy Butler work in the post. High activity level, hard not to foul that guy.
That free throw good from Butler. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Russell kicks to Cunningham. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Cunningham outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one misses.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
He doesn't get the second one. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Moody's checked in for Russell. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Butler against Garland. Johnson, a wide open look. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Cunningham on the wing. To the inside, and Adebayo throws it down.
And it's been an efficient game for Adebayo. He's done a nice job finding the holes in the defense.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Butler. Outside, White. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Adebayo with a screen on Butler. And Garland has it in the corner. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Cunningham finds Stewart. Here's Moody. Kicks it out to Garland. Pass to Stewart. Off target with his 3.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
In the corner, it's Mobley. No good with the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And stolen by White. Goes up, and White with the stuff.
A sneaky good scorer. I don't know that you define Derek White as a scorer. He's sort of jack of all trades, but boy, he's cooking right now.
Now, here's Cunningham, and there's the drive. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Butler. Out to White. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Nets. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
White, good.
Oh, big time answer from Derek White. The three is on point.
Butler against Cunningham. Floats it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Pass to Caruso. Butler against Garland. Here's White. Good, and Butler gets the assist. White's got 34 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And stolen by Mobley.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game from Derek White.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
And he hits the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Cunningham. Now Stewart. Back to Cunningham. The Nets working the ball around now. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo with a screen for Garland. No good on the 3. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Now Caruso. Back to Butler. Got a hand on it. Outside Garland. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorite.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. So long, everyone.